Hey there, astrology enthusiasts. Ever felt that magnetic pull towards someone, only to find yourselves constantly clashing? You might be experiencing the Venus Quincunx Mars aspect in Synastry. This intriguing placement signifies both intense attraction and potential friction, a cosmic dance that requires conscious effort to transform frustration into a fulfilling connection. Get ready to dive deep into this complex dynamic and unlock the secrets to navigating its challenges. So, what exactly does it all mean? Well, let's break it down. In astrology, Venus embodies everything related to love, attraction, beauty, our values, and our unique relating style. Think of it as your inner romantic, the part of you that seeks connection and harmony. Mars, on the other hand, represents our drive, our passion, how we assert ourselves, and the way we pursue our desires. It's our inner warrior, always ready to take action and fight for what it wants. Now, imagine these two forces coming together in a quincunx aspect. A quincunx, also known as an inconjunct, is a 150-degree angle in astrology, and it's notorious for representing incompatibility and the need for adjustment. It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. The signs involved simply lack an inherent understanding of each other. This aspect mirrors the dynamics of the 6th and 8th houses, often creating a sense of discomfort, unease, or even an intense, almost obsessive attraction. Think of it as that irresistible pull towards someone who's also incredibly annoying. Does that ring any bells for you? The Venus Quincunx Mars sparks an initial attraction, but it can quickly present some unique challenges. The differing energies of Venus and Mars might create friction over time. You see, mismatched love languages can easily lead to feelings of being unappreciated or misunderstood. For example, one partner, the Venus person, might highly value physical touch and quality time, while the other, the Mars person, thrives on words of affirmation and acts of service. It's like speaking two completely different languages when it comes to showing affection. Think of a scenario where Venus seeks romantic gestures and deep emotional connection, while Mars is all about passion and physical intimacy. Or perhaps one partner prioritizes thoughtful gifts, while the other values shared experiences and adventures. You're probably thinking, okay, this sounds like a recipe for disaster. Well, not necessarily. It just means that you both need to be extra mindful of each other's needs. Here's where it gets interesting. Often, the Mars person is more assertive and direct in their approach, which can sometimes feel overwhelming to the Venus person. This is because their differing approaches to love, sex, and relationships can cause tension and misunderstandings. For example, imagine Venus in Cancer, all about nurturing and emotional security, paired with a Mars in Sagittarius, craving freedom and adventure. The Cancer Venus might feel suffocated by the Sagittarius Mars' constant need for exploration, while the Sagittarius Mars might feel trapped by the Cancer Venus desire for closeness. To successfully navigate these complexities, open and honest communication is absolutely crucial. Cultivating mutual understanding and empathy can significantly improve the dynamic. You need to be willing to listen to each other's perspectives, even if you don't necessarily agree with them. Compromise and flexibility are essential for finding that middle ground. Think of it like a dance, you both need to adjust your steps to stay in sync. Addressing any power imbalances is also key to creating a more equitable dynamic. One partner shouldn't always be the one making all the concessions. It's about finding a balance where both individuals feel heard, valued, and respected. Exploring shared interests beyond just physical intimacy can also greatly strengthen the bond. Maybe you both enjoy hiking, painting, or volunteering. Finding activities you can enjoy together can help you connect on a deeper level. Encouraging emotional intimacy involves vulnerability and sharing your deepest thoughts and feelings with each other. This can be scary, but it's essential for building trust and creating a lasting connection. Sublimation through creativity can also be a helpful tool. This means channeling any tension or frustration into productive outlets, such as writing, music, or art. Maybe Venus writes poetry about their feelings, or Mars takes up boxing to release their pent-up energy. And remember, acceptance and patience are absolutely vital. This aspect is all about learning to appreciate each other's differences and working together to overcome challenges. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Now, let's look at some specific examples of how this aspect can manifest depending on the signs involved. Venus in Aries, Quincunx, Mars in Virgo can be a clash between impulsive love and analytical tendencies. The Aries Venus jumps headfirst into relationships, while the Virgo Mars is more cautious and detail-oriented. Venus in Taurus, Quincunx, Mars in Libra can highlight a conflict between comfort priorities and a need for fairness. The Taurus Venus wants stability and sensual pleasures, while the Libra Mars strives for balance and harmony in all areas of life. Venus in Gemini, Quincunx, Mars in Scorpio can create tension between lighthearted flirtation and intense passion. The Gemini Venus enjoys playful banter and intellectual stimulation, while the Scorpio Mars seeks deep, transformative connections. Stick around, at 7:30 I'll reveal how outer planets change the entire interpretation. Venus in Cancer, Quincunx, Mars in Sagittarius can represent a struggle between nurturing instincts and a desire for adventure. The Cancer Venus wants to create a cozy home, while the Sagittarius Mars craves exploration and new experiences. Venus in Leo, Quincunx, Mars in Capricorn can highlight a conflict between flamboyant romance and goal-oriented ambition. The Leo Venus wants to be adored and celebrated, while the Capricorn Mars is focused on achieving success and building a solid foundation. Venus in Virgo, Quincunx, Mars in Aquarius can create tension between practical affection and unconventional expression. The Virgo Venus shows love through acts of service, while the Aquarius Mars expresses affection in unique and often eccentric ways. Venus in Libra, Quincunx, Mars in Pisces can represent a struggle between a desire for harmony and a tendency towards escapism. The Libra Venus seeks balance and diplomacy, while the Pisces Mars is drawn to fantasy and illusion. Venus in Scorpio, Quincunx, Mars in Aries can highlight a conflict between an intense need for connection and a strong need for independence. The Scorpio Venus wants to merge souls with their partner, while the Aries Mars fiercely protects their own autonomy. Venus in Sagittarius, Quincunx, Mars in Taurus can create tension between a desire for freedom and a need for security. The Sagittarius Venus craves adventure and spontaneity, while the Taurus Mars seeks stability and material comfort. Venus in Capricorn, Quincunx, Mars in Gemini can represent a struggle between commitment and a desire for variety. The Capricorn Venus wants a long-term, stable relationship, while the Gemini Mars is easily bored and needs constant stimulation. Venus in Aquarius, Quincunx, Mars in Cancer can highlight a conflict between a need for individuality and a desire for emotional connection. The Aquarius Venus values intellectual freedom and unconventional relationships, while the Cancer Mars seeks nurturing and emotional security. Finally, Venus in Pisces, Quincunx, Mars in Leo can create tension between romantic idealism and a need for self-expression. The Pisces Venus dreams of fairy tale romances, while the Leo Mars wants to be the center of attention and express their creativity. Remember, sign placements are just one piece of the puzzle. The influence of outer planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, can add even more complexity to the mix. Other planetary aspects to either Venus or Mars can also alter the aspect's expression. For example, trines and sextiles might ease communication and understanding, while squares and oppositions could exacerbate the tension. Jupiter can amplify the Venus person's need for shared growth and the Mars person's desire for adventure. Saturn can bring a sense of seriousness and responsibility, which might constrain the Venus person and stifle the Mars person. Uranus can introduce a desire for freedom and unconventionality, which might cause the Venus person to crave more independence or the Mars person to feel stifled. Neptune can blur the lines of reality, causing the Venus person to idealize the Mars person or the Mars person to struggle to assert their needs. Pluto can bring intensity and transformation, causing the Venus person to seek a profound connection and the Mars person's passions to become all-consuming. You're probably thinking, wow, this is a lot to take in. But don't worry, the expression of a Venus-Mars quincunx can also evolve over time. Progressions and transits offer valuable insights into these evolving dynamics. Progressed Venus or Mars sign changes can either ease the friction or intensify it. Transiting planets can trigger specific tensions or offer opportunities for growth and healing. A comprehensive synastry analysis also considers the entire birth charts of both individuals. Natal charts are absolutely vital for understanding the underlying energies and motivations that influence the expression of the synastry aspect. Natal aspects to Venus and Mars in each chart can further refine the interpretation. House placements affect the areas of life where the quincunx is most likely to manifest. The orb, or the degree of separation between the planets, also influences the strength of the aspect. A tighter orb indicates a stronger influence. Applying aspects, where the faster-moving planet is approaching the aspect, tend to be more prominent than separating aspects, where the faster-moving planet has already moved past the exact aspect. Finally, the composite chart, which blends the two individual charts into one, can provide even more insights into the relationship dynamic. Venus-Mars aspects in the composite chart can either soften or intensify the effects of the quincunx. So, to wrap it up, remember that recognizing both the challenges and opportunities presented by the Venus-Quincunx-Mars aspect is crucial for fostering understanding and growth in any relationship. Choose understanding over frustration, and learn from your differences. Embrace the unique qualities that each partner brings to the table. This aspect, while challenging, can also be incredibly rewarding if both individuals are willing to put in the effort. It's about creating a connection that is both passionate and enduring. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth astrology insights. We're dedicated to helping you unlock the secrets of the cosmos and navigate your relationships with greater understanding. We release new videos every week exploring different astrological aspects and placements, so you'll always have something new to learn. Thanks for watching.